Welcome back to TimberBorn, and a few things between videos. Smart power is back, which is awesome. So that's going to optimize how our power grid is working, more so over here with managing the engines and the batteries and the power wheels and stuff. I've also been through and configured all of these water pumps so that they will stop when it's empty. And I've kind of phased it. So these ones will stop earlier, these will stop a bit later, and then these will stop at the end just to kind of push out how long the water's going to last. And then all of these I've set up so that they just pump this thing dry. And I've also pre-configured all of the ones that I have placed. To do that, I did have to build a stream gauge between videos. So that's kind of where all of that is. And yeah, the water is flowing again and refilling all of our water storage areas. So it's running back into here, and obviously these pumps are going to be crushing the getting water stored thing. So we've got 4 more bots, so let's throw those into some bot factories, speed that process up even more. I'm going to prioritize building the factory, and I think actually what we might want to do is throw that back to be bots and get a few bots going in the planks. Yeah, because basically my comment in the previous video about us having sufficient industry was clearly very wrong. Or we've just hammered through loads of planks. We can fix that easily enough. So yeah, what I want to do is build a... I wonder if we could put one of the metal ones in. 500 metal. We actually have enough metal. It would use up most of our metal, but give us a nice big platform to work on. What I just want to build something that I can just do this. Let's be sensible. He says putting down something that uses even more planks. And this might be why we're short planks, because this is using a lot. I want to have a large water storage at the end of here so that the beavers don't have so far to go to get to water storage from any spot around here. And it's going to give us a lot more water storage, which with how much we're going to be pumping is a good thing. So let's have a look at how we're doing. So this is now filling up quite nicely, which is cool. We're on day 3 and we've already got 3 units of water in here. Smart power is going to be managing these, which is really nice. And so one thing that I was thinking would be cool would be to put some gravity batteries in here. I don't know if they're really needed because we're just generating power direct off of engines, and essentially if they're not needed they don't switch on with smart power. So maybe it doesn't matter. That matters. We need to prioritize buy haulers so they actually have logs. That might be why they're not running, but hey, they probably would be sensible. Now that we're done, to swap these over to be logs so that there are logs close by. That would be sensible. I don't think we need to fill this in. No, with how it behaved last time, I'm quite happy. It seemed to all be okay. I am thinking that maybe over here. So yeah, these guys. I wonder if we put a gravity battery in, whether it will start to do the managing of the power usage. And we've got a spot here that would actually be perfect. Put a couple of gravity batteries. So I'm And we do have water wheels here, so that would allow us to store a little bit of power. Not a huge amount, but, you know. I'm kind of wondering if it is going to be the thing that helps automate the... I mean, these don't seem to be running, so maybe it's already covered, but in the same... I mean, these are all running because the supply is less than the demand, which makes sense. And maybe that would be useful to have gravity batteries, actually, because it would cover up this shortfall. So yeah, actually, I do think that would be a good idea. So how are we going to do that? We are going to put in... I want to get so that we're just below, because I think it will be better if they're not quite so obvious. I think. So if we did that... I'm just going to pause because I'm going to place it all and then undo it, because we're going to have to build in reverse. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Actually, we could get another one in there, so let's do that. Actually, I could build it from that side, maybe. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And yeah, what I think we'll do is we'll put a staircase there, and they can build it off of this. And to help, we can get rid of some of these. So that can go, that can go. Yeah, they can get to all of those. Can't get to those. Let's cheat a little bit and there we go. They'll be able to get to those now. Delete all of that. There we go. And yeah. Right, let's hit the go button. And I'm not going to prioritize any of that. Just let them get to it. We'll obviously end up building this. They'll build around to there, and then we'll fill it in. Ooh, tide approaching. So, and actually, we are already 6 deep on this, so it's pretty cool. What are we doing over here? We have not flooded yet, which is good, I think. Oh, there was a little... That looks like we did flood a little bit. Actually, I've kind of just thought of a better way to manage that. What we will do, because this is all nice and full, is we'll drop this down a bit. That will help manage everything. Yeah. And this is full, so let's put that up to 1/2 now. Let's put that up to 2.5 so that the water is at least flowing into this. It's not making its way back out. Yeah, what I'm thinking is that's bad. I'm thinking that's bad. Yep. So let's turn that off. Yeah, I'm thinking that's bad. But what I was actually thinking is that we it's just going to disconnect because that's okay. We take that out and that out. And I don't know if they're going to be able to get to it, but I'll not go down any further. Well, that was darn annoying. That was a complete waste of time. Oh well. So what I was thinking is we could have gone one deeper into this trough so that the pumps could pump out the get to that now, are they? So I'm going to have to delete that probably. Yep. Ah, well. We've got a decent number of spare bots, so I'm going to convert the rest of the plank factories over to bots and see if we can get some positive production. And maybe we'll slow down gears a little bit. And we've got loads of treated planks as well, so we can probably slow that down as well. Yep. And let's prioritize that so they actually get it built. And this is going well. And so these are all pre-set to basically empty this out. We are up to 10,000 water, so that's going to be enough for over 20 days of drought, which is pretty cool. And once we get the rest of these water tanks built, I mean, if we get up to 14,000, that's going to be enough for nearly 30 days, I think. So that's kind of the goal, and then we're going to start increasing the numbers quite significantly. So yeah, that will then change things work. Right, that's in. So let's rebuild the other one. Right way around. Like that. Can't get any of those unless, again, we cheese it a little bit. There we go. And then they should be able to get to those. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff there. There's a lot of gears there. A lot of gears. And we want to attach to stream gauge. Pause if less than a very small amount. And pause if greater than a very small amount. And we can pre-do this one as well. Come on. There we go. No. I don't think having it set to 0 works. So that's why I'm trying to get a very small number. Stop resetting. There we go. And then unpause if above something. Cool. And then we need to put back in the power connection. And that'll all be sorted. And these will get put back. We can continue to motivate our beavers. Well, this is looking good. This is looking very good. Block supply is looking good as well, which is cool. Wow, that's full. Which is obviously much better than before. And I wonder if actually we need to just pause a couple of these now. Otherwise we're going to be pushing too much water through there. Yeah. That's nice and full. That's pretty full. That's not so full. So let's just get a little bit of bonus water in this one. And that's purely just because of how they're just pumping so much. Even do that and try and push all of the water through here. Means we need to go to that one and set that a bit lower. There we go. And if we're doing that, we should open that up. Yeah, we've just filled that up, so cool. Let's put that back to 2.5, push a little bit more water into both of those. Let's close that all the way, and then as the bad tide hits, there we go. Let's do that. Flood all of that way. Hopefully that'll all be okay. Looks like it. I have no idea how long this is going to last, although our water supply is basically full. It's pretty nuts. So let's prioritize building this water tank a little bit. We have 10 spare bots now, so what's going on there? You flooded. You're all flooded. The fact that those are flooded is bad. The fact that those are flooded is bad. I've got 3 unwell beavers as well. But we do have decontamination pods, so they need a better solution for this. I wonder if putting dams across here to control the flow would help. Maybe back here. Anywho, that's maybe why we've got apparently so many spare pots. Yeah, I think that might be an idea actually, and think of the best way to get there to do it. Maybe along here. Come up here. Guess the further down we come, the better, maybe. Maybe somewhere I get down there. There, I think. And if we go across all of the way with dams, maybe that will help. Maybe. I don't know. I'm hoping that that's going to dry out fairly quickly, because we don't have a way of pumping that out easily. Yeah, that was bad. It still is bad. Well, that's going down pretty swiftly. But 25-day drought, 14,000 water. So I think we're kind of at the point where we want to start growing the population quite a bit. Let me just check. So 231 times 2, 462 times 26. Yeah, we have enough water to last through the drought, which is cool. So yeah, I think it is now time to start adding some pods, and I think what we're going to do is take the suggestion of Problem and delete the science huts, because we kind of don't need those at the moment. And you set to supply, you are, and I'm going to build another 5 breeding pods. We probably want, this is going to become our new breeding center. It would probably be sensible to put some storage for extract and berries there to fuel them. That's a lot of water coming in. Getting everything full. But yeah, so we had, before I added 2, I think there were about 13, and that was supporting about 225. So adding another 5 should give us a healthy increase. This is still flooded. How flooded is it? Do I need to try and solve this problem? Maybe. It's kind of hard to tell how deep that is. I guess the way to solve it is to swap that and then temporarily swap one of those to be limbs, and that should at least keep the production cooling of bots, because we are out of limbs and short of chassis. So that says to me that we should swap one of the head factories over to limbs as well. So I seriously wonder if we should consider redeveloping all of this area and adding in some flood defenses, because it is a reoccurring problem. And what we could do is make use of this bit. And I guess if this gets above a certain depth, we put the floodgates up. But I wonder if that's going to get into some sort of feedback cycle. Basically, we want to hold the water supply up. I know how we can do that. I think. May not work. He says confidently. Of course I know how to do it. We put that across there. And then we're going to put in some levees with dams on top. And is that the right way around? And some floodgates. And we will set the floodgates to be at 1/2. And what I'm thinking is that will generally allow the more normal lower volume through. But if it becomes too much, it'll be held back by the narrower flow. And then hopefully that'll work. Hopefully that will work. The alternative is we have to rip out all of this stuff and build a wall down here, which I'm less keen on. I guess the other thing we could do, because I'm not sure if some of the flooding is it coming back from here, is we could put dams across here. Or build out here a little bit. Let's see how this does. Wow. They have significantly emptied that. The storage is all full, so I guess we have a bunch of unnecessary beavers sat about, but with the automation, I'm going to leave them. So, how are we doing now? Plank supplies. Did I not get it? Yeah, I did get that one. So let's unpause gears. Gears is doing pretty well, and we are going to switch a few more buildings over to be want to get it so that all of the industry is running. There we go. It's all of that bit bot powered. And I guess we could swap these over as well and speed up our food production, and we should do one of each of the food factories. Go. So we have 4 contaminated beavers, but we do have our decontamination pods, so they look pretty happy. We could squeeze another one in. Just there. And hopefully they will recover. But yeah. So we've got this wall, which is gonna hold it back. Oh, that's bad, actually. We didn't want that to happen. We're going to do. Can we force some water through this way? I guess the only way we can do that is that. It's only going to get as far as there. That's not a massive problem. Yeah, not a massive problem. Let's just leave it. Unintended consequences and all that. It has stopped now, which is good. I think. Has it? No, it hasn't. We need to replace that with floodgates. Yeah. My priority, let's prioritize building those ones because they will block it off. Guess we could close that up as well for now. The plan will be to automate those based on season. I'm guessing, yeah, it's pretty contaminated now. Pretty contaminated. How are we doing over here? Probably need some par. Be able to build the rest of that. Yeah, I just don't want it to start getting in here. So that would be less good. You fix one thing, you cause another problem. Kind of how this game works. Kind of how this game works. Yeah. Couple of bots. So I think we'll put those in one of the grease factories. Oh, we were working on a big storage pit, weren't we? That actually went down one more, so just pondering. Actually, yeah, it's worth doing. So let's bung in some ladders and then fill that with dynamite. Yeah, this area is proving to be quite tricky, but that's sorted now. Pause. You should only be pumping water, not fluid. Yeah, you should only be pumping water. Hadn't thought of that. Hadn't thought of that at all. Right, so we can reopen this now. And yeah, what we're going to do is basic and drought starts and drought ends when bad tide starts, when bad tide ends. And yeah, hopefully this will work. We can play about with how we narrow this down as well. So we probably, there's just one, oh cool, they're sorted now, so we'll leave that as it is for now. I was wondering if we need to think about more bot charging capability, and we can actually just stick one there. To make the canola oil press bot powered as well now. And probably, I mean, that does mean we might think about having some charging over here. And does power, no, power does not come out there. It's a bit annoying. Guess we could do something like that. And path. Yeah, because we could always move this path over. And probably we want a control tower in here somewhere. That works. That works. If we start to struggle for science, I will add in crunches. Wow, they are really getting through that. I think what I should do is just these as well, so that they're only pumping when there's plenty of water. Because we maybe even don't even need these now. Maybe don't even need them, but we'll do that. And yeah. How's that looking? It's 79% contaminated. At least we're not overflowing. How's this working? We're going to desynchronize, and I'm going to put that up. I essentially want to try and hold some of the bad tide back in here. So that if we get a surge, it can surge through these. We'll put them at 1.5, maybe even 1. But the idea is to slow down any excess. And yeah, that's the theory. That's the theory. Wow, that's full as well. Jeez. So I think we need to build a lot more water storage now. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. And this space is perfect. So 2, 3. There we go. Water supply, water supply, water supply. So what's that? Add in another 3,500. So those are starting to pause. So they're all paused. This is working fine, which is brilliant. That's all working. I didn't, but this should help with that. Why did I put those in? Answers on a postcard, please. Why was I building those? I don't remember. Also, not sure why I have extract stored up here. Let's prioritize those by haulers so they actually get filled up. And I've got even more spare bots. So let's do the rest of the food production. That seems like a good idea. Go. That's going to give us 25% more food production, something like that. That's that empty. Feel, although there's no reason they should go down there. Tempted to delete that so they can't. I remember it was for chargers, wasn't it? So probably what we want to do is backfill this. Delete that piece of dynamite. It's amazing how your plans change, isn't it? Get this back to the same level, if not higher. I guess if we get it to there, we could then put a third compact power wheel there. And yeah, the plan was to bring power out for charging. So I guess actually we probably need to turn the corner. And come down. Yeah. Now we'll put some chargers along here. Are going to need some over here as well. Right, let's delete that and that. Do that. High priority. Quite high priority. And yeah. That's where the water comes through. That's weird that it flows through that building. Oh well. Yeah, we need to put some chargers in. Or some bots. So we'll do and do that, and we can do that. Now put a storage tank over here for grease. And I guess we want a control tower as well. And I should probably put that there and then pause the building of that. And then we can bring bots over for this little thing, which feels kind of unnecessary, and maybe we should relocate over here. not really too worried about that. So let's detonate this. Put in our path. And we can go... no, put them the right way around. Stop rushing. 2, 3. Some double platforms. Here the path. Bridge. That works perfectly. Yep, that works perfectly. So that's given us 9 large warehouses. We'll let those get built and then I'll look at where we're going to put stuff. And I'll wait for some of this infrastructure to be built before we bring bots over here to work. Maybe we could put bots into this as well, I guess, and maybe start reducing some of our injuries. But we don't have any at the moment. 1. We have 3 injuries, which is not bad. .42 well-being, which is pretty nice. And I guess we'll have to wait for a drought to see how this is all going to behave. I actually think that we should, based on a similar principle, let's delete some of those. And just logs. Guess what we could do? No, I can't be bothered. It's just logs. Do that. This is looking good. I'm happy with this. Everything's being replanted, even with stuff paused, which is perfect. These still, yep, they are still automated. Brilliant. Wow, you're going the long way around. For some reason, we have some hungry beavers, even though there's loads of food. So, including most of the rations there. So let's set these up. So, algae. Go down. Right, algae. Canola seeds need to be over here. Corn needs to be over here. Eggplants. Let's use one for that, and could always do with more dynamite storage, I guess. Okay. And it's going to give us a lot more storage though, so which is pretty nice. Blank situation has recovered. Gear situation has not, I guess, because we are using gears to build stuff. So let's do the same thing and automate the gears. And how's our population now? Have these kicked in yet? They have, but not in a big way. I'm kind of thinking. I won't regret that, will I? That's all behaving. I'm guessing that's 100% contaminated. How are you still pumping? Oh well. not causing any issues, so let's not complain. And I think that we are going to unpause the mine. For now, I'm not going to make it bots because we don't have the infrastructure for them over here. We could because we do have power, but not going to. We are going to continue the process of putting this in. No. All the way back up. So this is in now. So yeah, keep priority batteries at 60 to 90%. That's just fine. I think that's what we do over here. Yeah. That's what we will do over here once they start working on this. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that this restriction of the flow is going to work. Just put enough resistance in to stop the flooding. I've just realized that all of the gears have gone on this, obviously, because we now have 20,000 water storage, which is brilliant. So if we had our 500 beavers, that would be enough for 20 days. So pretty good. I do want to get so that we've got enough for 30 days. And probably a low priority job, we should start putting in the next bank of water pumps, which means building another massive scaffold, but I am going to put that on a low priority. Did that work? It did not. Brilliant. There we go. I don't want them to invest loads of materials in that. Right, so let's do with more canola oil storage, which I think we could maybe put that on. Where could we put that? Over here. Set to supply. My thought over here is I might build more water tanks on top of this. I don't think we're going to need more warehouses than this. So, right, which one do we need more storage of? Let's put some cassava storage in. Set it to supply. Did I set the rest of them to supply? I'm not sure. I'll worry about that another day. Yeah. So some things are good, some things not so good. Good. We've sorted out this. I guess this is stopping because it can't pump any more water in. Assume that's why it's stopping. Or the fact that it's 100% contaminated and there is no water to pump. But yeah, so I'll call that in. So I'm going to bring the power down here. And that's going to need 2 high power shafts. Right, the way we're going to do that is by blowing that out. And we'll run a line of chargers along here, which is not going to be ideal. Will help. Smart power will help in that it should only take power for the chargers when they are active. So if we go down here, this one isn't requiring power because there's no bot in it. Right, can we? We can. So let's unpause you, and we are going to get bots over here. working on this food production. Looks like we need some space for some of the outputs of some of these. And we have a whole load of space over here. So let's have a look in the food section, shall we? Algae rations set to supply. 1 rations set to supply. Go down. Show me the unbuilt layer, please. There we go. So we need fermented cassavas, eggplant rations, and then we're up to the top level. So I thought I set that one. I thought I set that one. Let's just look. You're set up. You're not set. No. So again, let that get built and then we'll see what we're doing. Suddenly quite low on wood, but we are building a lot of stuff. How is our forest looking? Right, we need more foresters. Why did I clear that? Again, if you can remember, please let me know with a timestamp. But yeah, we need all of our, in fact for now, I'm just going to throw in foresters because we want those trees cut down. No point them standing there as fully grown trees. Population is at 250 at the moment. We are progressing. Metal is doing okay. Right. We have 10 spare beavers. Only concern, oh, there's some more buildings we can beaverize over here. So my only concern with moving to this bit is we don't have charging. But maybe we can address that. We can put at least one there. Anywhere else we can butt up to power. Maybe there. Supposed to be in that bad water, okay. Oh, because there was an explosives factory there, wasn't there? Coffee beans, scrap metal. We could move the scrap metal. Or we could remove those. So we've got 3 elsewhere. We could bung a couple of those there. Yeah. Or actually, let's prioritize picking up the resources and then we could do 3 escaping. Do 4. And yep, we have a lot of building not being done. We also have a lot of spare beef. So the solution to that is more builders' huts. 2, 3, 4. 6. That will give us 24 more builders. And, 2, 3. Haulers is always good too, and we'll do the same thing as we usually do. There we go. We have spare bots. What do we want them doing? Really think I need to wait actually. So I'm going to pause a couple of the bot productions. And stockpile some parts. Do we have much storage? Parts 90, 150. Not a huge amount, but we have some. So I guess the answer to that is we do something like that. And then we do have lots of storage for bot parts. Logs have recovered, gears have not, but we have built a lot of big storage tanks, so I'm not too worried about that. We are chopping down lots of logs, which is good. This is all working, which is pretty good. And if we needed to, how's our power? I think our power over here is good enough. We could put in a number cruncher. And the way that I would do that is to put it over here. Put a few over here actually. So we'll wait until they've built all of this and then we'll cut that connection and that increase factory. Number cruncher. We'll throw in a couple of number crunchers and ways to detonate some of this terrain or kind of curve them around it. Right. Do we need... No, we have a good supply of coffee. Do we? Yeah, we've got 1,200 coffee. Just not all of them seem to drink coffee, which is, you know, their choice, I guess. So I'm going to bump this up to 0.5. Yeah, and then trigger this off. I got that linked to, I have, do that. We might as well have water in here. We've got loads sat in there, so there we go. That should get the process going, I think. Right, this is dried out now, which has stopped these going off constantly, and we can now do our first gravity battery. Which is good. Cool. Wow. 166 beavers. Excellent. I think on that note, I'm going to call it a day. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Let's just plant some more oak trees. And do this. So I don't forget. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button. Any comments, questions, or suggestions, stick them below. If you have suggestions, please put a time code in so that I can find it. And thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And I will see you all. Let me just do this. Next time.